We've got this old Talbot Camper on a J-plate. It's got a problem with indicators, you can see. So the rear one isn't working, but when we investigate we can see that that's the brake light, reversing light. The indicator light is here, and we can see that we've got the flickering in time with the indicator on the reversing light, and it also happens on these two, which are the side lights. So we can get like ghosting, dull illumination of any of these lights really, and that's what's been happening. Now that's generally due to a poor grounding, and we can see on the underside that's the connector plug for all the wires to the rear light unit, and someone's actually had a go. So they've found issues before, actually had a go at grounding to a chassis point there, unsuccessfully obviously, and I've tried putting a jumper from that nut to the grounding plate inside. So the bulk of that, you can see the corrosion, hopefully you can see the corrosion, the old ground point's gone, so it's all mackled up. The positive connections have all rusted away and been mackled together, but we've got no indicator. So what's happening is it appears like the lamps are grounding through each other's circuit, but not effectively. If I try connecting, this is the black ground coming in, the new ground location. Focus please. So what I've done to prove the concept is to run a jumper all the way through to battery negative, and we'll try and see. Right, so if I make the connection, hopefully you can see we've got a really bright effective indicator with the jumper in place. So I'll just remove said jumper, reattach the live. As soon as you reattach the live, you can see it's ghosting through the side lights. Hopefully you can see that. So we've got an obvious ground issue. So the temporary one that's in place isn't working, so we'll have a look, see what we can improve. No wiring diagram for this thing, as it's a coach built caravan come whatever, and the number of times I've smacked my head on the corner there getting up is yeah, anyway, right, we'll see what we can find. Okay, to reverse think it, now put the jumper lead onto battery positive, run it round the outside, and got it connected to a portable light and connected to that same ground point, and we have, this is just a headlight unit that's acting as a test lamp, dragging a lot of power. Obviously it's going to be sort of 55 watt, so and that's proving that it actually is a good grounding point. So we've got issue in this area, so we'll dig it out and investigate. Suspicion is that it's in this connector block at the back. This black ground wire, or all the different various wires go through for all the functions and come through to here. Now, I've had this off before, otherwise it wouldn't loosen as easy as this. It was pretty much bunged up with stuff. So that should slide a little bit now just to give access. I think it would be possible to get this on the wrong way around, so you need to pay attention to what colours are in what location, and that plug will pull away. So the twin black wires there are ground, or supposed ground. So what I'll do is liberate that from the connector, and we'll try and clip onto that and see if that is actually. So we've got a good ground as far as that connector, so it is this connector block that's causing the problem. There we go, that's just me. Right, so we'll get this sorted, hopefully get it back together. Happy days. Okay, so I've basically removed this short neutral link through the coupler, and if I make a connection externally like so, if I can hold it with one hand, then we've got a good connection. So it was that connection through the terminal block here causing the problem. So I'm now just trying to, I've took this out, cleaned it up, we'll try and get it back in, get the connection remade, and hopefully happy days. Result. So we've got no more shadowing, ghosting, whatever you want to call it, through the side lights. Good ground, all sorted. What I ended up doing was butchering that socket a little bit, so cutting away the slot for the black ground connector, so everything else, all the positives to all the lamps are within the connector, the ground is separate, so I could ensure, because try as I might, it just wouldn't, it wasn't seating properly in the housing. It was just when you made the connection, it was seemingly just pushing the connector apart as opposed to making a good join. So now it's separate, it's all good. Put the nut back on, happy days, enjoy.